Hello students, welcome again. In my previous video, I have discussed three topics. Number 1, change of state from solid to liquid, that is melting. Number 2, latent heat. Number 3, latent heat of fusion. If you want to see that lectures again, you can go through the links given in description box. In my today's lecture, I will discuss number 1, change of state from liquid to solid. Number 2, change of state from liquid to gas. Number 3, latent heat of vaporization. So let's start with the first topic, that is change of liquid into solid. So as I have already discussed in my previous video, that is the change of state about the intermolecular spaces. The intermolecular spaces are large in case of liquids, and in case of solids, the intermolecular spaces are less. When I have to convert liquid into solid, means I have to get together the molecules or the particles of the solid close to convert it into solid form. As if I just put some water in freezer, so what happens? It gets converted into ice. Ice is which form? Ice is the solid form. It means the liquid is converted into solid. The intermolecular particles of the liquid, they are now closed together and form into a solid, and you can say convert into a solid, and that solid is ice. So what happens when there is a change of state from liquid to solid? There is freezing, or you can say that solidification. So what freezing is? It is the process in which a substance in liquid state changed into its solid state at a particular temperature is called freezing. That particular temperature is called freezing point. In case of water, the freezing point of water is 0 degree. So what freezing point is? It is the temperature at which a liquid substance changes into its solid state at atmospheric pressure is called freezing point. So how this phenomena happens, how liquid is converted into solid, that is how. Now let's understand the concept in detail. In this process, what we have to do, we have to convert liquid into solid. Means our main objective is, if I have water, my main objective is to get ice. Okay, so for this I have taken some water in a beaker, that is a liquid state. So very first step is to decrease the temperature. You know, when the temperature decreases, what happens? Implies, second, what will happen? The kinetic energy of the molecules will decrease. It is a direct relation between the temperature and kinetic energy. When the temperature decreases, the kinetic energy will decrease. It means the motion of particles slow down. And it implies, when the motion of the particles slow down, it means now the particles are coming together. So intermolecular spaces are, now here intermolecular spaces are less. When the intermolecular spaces are less, the intermolecular forces are strong. Intermolecular forces are strong. So now these intermolecular forces are strong enough to overcome the motion of particles. So at 0 degree, here I will write, now at 0 degree, when the intermolecular forces become very strong and the intermolecular spaces become very less, at 0 degree it converts into solid, or you can say it converts into ice. Now see the whole process how it happens. I have taken some water in a liquid. In water, the intermolecular spaces are large and intermolecular forces are less. When I decrease the temperature, the kinetic energy will also decreases. When kinetic energy decreases, motion of the particles slow down. The motion of the particles slow down, intermolecular spaces become less and the intermolecular forces become strong. And when the intermolecular forces become strong, the molecules, they just fix their positions. And at 0 degree Celsius, it converts into ice. That is solid. Let's understand that freezing is the reverse of melting, or you can say that freezing and melting are reversible. You know, in case of freezing, the initial state is we have taken liquid. Then what we will do? We decrease the temperature and the kinetic energy also decreases, intermolecular spaces decreases and intermolecular forces of attraction increases and it will convert into solid state. As we have already discussed, in case of melting, the initial state is solid and we increase the temperature. While increasing in temperature, the kinetic energies of the particles also increases, intermolecular spaces also increases and intermolecular forces of attraction decreases and solid converts into liquid. From this table, I think it's very clear to you everyone that how freezing and melting are reversible. Here I can write that solid, when I heat it, it converts into liquid, and when I just cool it, then it converts into solid. So solid and liquid, the conversion of solid to liquid and liquid to solid is a reversible process. And also the freezing point of ice is 0 degree and melting point of what? Melting point of ice, or here you can say freezing point of water, you can say, or melting point of ice is 0 degree. So from here we will conclude that freezing point and the melting points of the liquids are same.